Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. The last couple of days I've been speaking about the great Imams, the great Fuqaha of our tradition, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik bin Anas, Imam Muhammad bin Idris Al-Shafi'i, and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, rahimahumullah ta'ala. Allah be pleased with all of them. Ameen. So we spoke about Imam Abu Hanifa, we spoke a little about Imam Malik, and I want to just briefly speak about Imam Al-Shafi'i today. Imam Malik was in fact one of the great teachers of Imam Al-Shafi'i, and Imam Malik was a person who commanded a lot of awe, and he had a lot of awe for the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and Allah put a lot of awe in him. Like his majalis were completely silent, and they would have so much awe in him. Imam Malik said some beautiful words which something worth us reflecting upon. Imam Malik used to teach hadith in the mosque of the Prophet ﷺ, Masjid Nabawi. People would flock to sit in a circle and hear the hadith. Imam Malik one day pointed to the grave of the Prophet ﷺ and said that everybody's statements can be accepted and rejected except the occupier of this grave. The statements of his cannot be rejected. And that's a great reminder that if there's any guidance, the guidance is from the Prophet ﷺ. As long as scholarly guidance goes back to the Prophet ﷺ is sound. And when it breaks off, then that's when it falls into weakness and it's not reliable anymore. So Allah subhanahu keep us connected back to the Prophet ﷺ through our scholars. And Allah subhanahu protect us from trying to endeavor in something we don't have the ability to do. It's like someone trying to swim the Atlantic Ocean and they can't swim. The person who's trained, they'll be able to swim it. The person not trained, they're going to drown immediately. So the same thing with knowledge. Knowledge is a huge ocean. Right? If you cannot even swim in the shallow end of knowledge, then what chance have you got in the deep ends? That's why we have to trust our scholars. And the scholarship is Islamic scholarship is, the scholars criticize everything. They observe everything. They make sure anything which is unsound doesn't pass through. Right? Scholars have written thousands books in order for the knowledge to reach us correctly. Right? In case people think that just everything gets translated and sent down, it's not the case. So just to speak about Imam Al-Shafi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala. As I mentioned, Imam Abu Hanifa was born the year 80 Hijri, he passed away in the year 150 Hijri. Imam Malik was born in the year 93 Hijri, he passed away in the year 179 Hijri. Imam Al-Shafi'i was born in the same year Imam Abu Hanifa passed away, 150 Hijri. And he passed away in the year 204 Hijri. He was born in Palestine, in Gaza, in a small town called Asqalan. Right? At the age of 2, he left, his father passed away very early. And with his mother he left and he lived in Mecca for some time. Then Imam Shafi'i began to study with the scholars of Mecca. Imam Shafi'i says that I memorized the Quran by the age of 7. And I memorized the Muwatta Imam Malik by the age of 10. Right, this was his memory. And he says that when I went to Medina to study with Imam Malik, it was on the 18th of Ramadan that he reached Medina. And he says 16 days, the 16 days that passed before, I recited 16 Qurans. A Quran in the daytime and a Quran in the nighttime. This was the level of the scholars. This is the same as narration of Abu Hanifa. In Ramadan, Imam Abu Hanifa would complete 61 Qurans. He would complete a Quran in the night, a Quran in the day, separate to the prayer, and he would complete one Quran in the prayer. 61 Quran. This is narrated from numerous scholars. This was their practice. In the month of Ramadan, they would really push themselves. So Imam Shafi'i says that I reached Medina and it was the time for Asr. And I entered the mosque of the Prophet and I prayed the Asr prayer. Then we sat down and Imam Malik came and he sat and the people gathered around him to hear the hadith. And the people were writing down the notebooks. He says, I picked up a small piece of wood and I began to take it and I used to use my saliva and I began to write on my hand. Right? Imam Malik kept looking at me. After the majlis was completed, Imam Malik came to me and spoke to me. He said, are you from the Haram? Do you live in Mecca? I said, yes. He said, are you from the Quraysh? He said, yes. By the way, Imam Shafi'i's lineage goes back to the Quraysh and meets the lineage of the Prophet at Hashim. Hashim, the great grandfather of the Prophet. Imam Shafi'i is a Muttalibi, he is Qurayshi. Said, are you Muttalibi? He said, yes. He said, you are a person of great etiquette, but I saw something in you which wasn't suitable. He said, I saw you playing with a piece of wood and just playing with your hand. He said, I was writing down what you were saying. He said, show me your hand. He looked at his hand and he said, I don't see anything. He said that you might not see anything, but whatever you said, I understood it, I memorized it. He says that there were 25 hadith that Imam Malik narrated, and by word I repeated those same hadith. Remember I said that Imam Shafi'i had a photographic memory. He had an amazing memory. So Imam Shafi'i then sat with Imam Malik and studied Imam Malik for a lengthy amount of time. Then Imam Shafi'i was about to leave and go to Iraq, to Kufa, because in Iraq there's scholars as well. So Imam Malik asked him, where are you going to study? He said that in Iraq there's students of Imam Abu Hanifa, there's Abu Yusuf and there's Muhammad bin Hassan al-Shaybani. So Imam Malik said, that's fine, make preparations. Imam Malik actually prepared the transport for him. He paid for the transport. He put some money in his pocket and said that you'll need this for the journey. This was how scholars were. Imam Abu Hanifa, I didn't mention this about Imam Abu Hanifa, but one of the students, in fact his senior student, Imam Abu Yusuf, he used to study with him, and then suddenly he didn't see him for many days. Imam Abu Hanifa went and inquired what happened. Where's Abu Yusuf? He went and he found out that his father had put him to work because the family was struggling. He said that you don't do that. Whatever you need, I'll give that to you. Imam Abu Hanifa financially supported Imam Yusuf. This is how the scholars were. When someone had talent, they didn't allow the talent to be wasted. So Imam Shafi'i then goes to Iraq, to Kufa, and he studies with the students of Imam Abu Hanifa, particularly Imam Muhammad bin Hassan al-Shaybani. He says, by the point I had completed my studies, I had 2 camel loads of writings that are written down, things from Imam Muhammad bin Hassan al-Shaybani, that I studied so much. Imam Shafi'i then went and studied continuously around the lands, and eventually towards the end of his life, Imam Shafi'i settled down in Cairo, in Egypt. Imam Shafi'i was very talented in many different fields. Imam Shafi'i from a very, very young age, he used to practice archery. And he was so good at archery that people will say, we don't know whether you're a better archer or you're a better scholar. Right? He used to have 10 targets. He used to say, in my early days, I could hit 9 of the 10 targets. And when I continued practicing, I could hit 10 out of 10. So he was a proficient archer. But also, he spent more than 20 years amongst the Bedouin Arabs, and he perfected the eloquence of his language. He was an amazing poet. Imam Shafi'i writes poetry, and he's got some amazing poetry, but he doesn't write much poetry. But the poetry he has is absolute stellar poetry. Imam Shafi'i himself, he says, I just want to recite some verses of poetry and just translate. Imam Shafi'i actually talks about his caliber in poetry. That had he been a poet, he would excel everyone. He said, وَلَوْ الشِّعْرُ بِالْعُلَمَاءِ يُزْرِي لَكُنْتُ الْيَوْمَ أَشْعَرَ مِنْ لَبِيدِي وأشجع في الوغام كل ليث وآل مهلب وأبي يزيدي ولولا خشية الرحمن ربي حسبت الناس كلهم عبيدي. That had it not been for the fact that poetry was seen as a blemish for scholars to delve into, I would have excelled Labid in poetry. Labid bin Rabi'a is a great poet amongst the Arabs. In fact, he reached the time of the Prophet and embraced Islam. He was one of those great poets who embraced Islam. He said that had it not been for the fact that getting too involved in poetry is considered a blemish for scholars, I would have excelled Ibn Nabi. And I would have been more courageous in battle than even a lion. A great archer. And he mentions certain individuals who were known for courage, I would have excelled them. And had it not been for the fear of the All-Merciful Lord, I would have considered everyone my servant. Meaning that Allah has blessed me with so many skills that I excel people in so many different areas. Yeah, that was his level. He was of a very, very high caliber. Imam Shafi'i used to have a practice in the night. He used to divide his night into 3. In the first third of the night, he would write his writings, his books. The second third of the night, he would stand in worship, and the third, he would pray in that. He would sleep in that third. So he would sleep 1/3, and he spent 2/3 in engaging in writing and worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Imam Shafi'i passed away in Egypt, in Cairo. He's buried in Cairo. His maqam is the main maqam in Cairo. He's visited, and the scholars were buried around him to gain the barakah of being close to a great scholar of Islam. So Imam Shafi'i, so much to say about him, but I think it suffices for us to get to know a little about Imam Shafi'i. The Shafi'i scholars were the strongest scholars when it came to hadith. The majority of our scholars, hadith scholars, were Shafi'i scholars. They excelled in hadith. They were excellent in hadith, and because of them, the hadith were documented well and commented well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them immensely for the efforts. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to understand that the beautiful diversity we have in the Ummah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite the Ummah.